we have some alarming new data that is sure to tickle your fancy. Things are about to get even crazier than expected, guys. Make sure to buckle up, because it's turkey time. Wow, thank you guys so much for joining me. Excuse the wet hair yet again. I had to get out of the jacuzzi and provide you with this Thanksgiving update. And boy, do we have an update for you guys today. Gobble gobble, my little pilgrims. Welcome back, and happy Thanksgiving for everyone that celebrates. I hope you eat to your heart's content and you have a great day. And now we are making this video today because we have some extraordinary data to go on this Thanksgiving day. Really exciting stuff. Really crazy things have been happening. Last chance I got to post a video was about 2 or 3 days ago, and there has been a lot that has happened. In fact, we got a little breakout. We're going to be talking about that a little bit. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about this trend and where the next projected area is. Is it up? Is it down? Is the bear market over? Are we at the bottom, or do we got more to go? Are we about to blast off? We have so much to talk about. But guys, before we get into all of that, I do want to announce that every month we'll be giving away a free hardware wallet, and all you have to do to enter that actually is just leave a comment. Those are the only requirements for eligibility. This month it's a treasure. Hopefully next month we can get something else pretty cool going, guys. You can see still sealed there, looking extra good. And as well, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and again, leave a comment of your choice for fun and to be eligible. So without any further ado, pilgrims, let's just jump into this turkey dinner. Okay, so the first thing we want to notice, I actually want to cover some stuff that you guys might already be familiar with on these smaller time frames, and then we can kind of zoom out and take a look at the bigger time frames. So here on the 1 hour, you can see many people will talk about this, the inverse head and shoulders here. So this is one of the clear patterns. And again, this plays into a lot of things we've been talking about recently, so we'll start off with this because you guys are probably most familiar with this. Okay. That might not be drawn perfectly. There we go. There's the break at the neckline right here, right, guys? That would be considered the break at the neckline. Now, that's a very small break. Again, it's not super substantial, so we're not going to be spending a lot of time about this on the video. We have more to talk about, guys. So that was kind of cool to see on the smaller time frames there, kind of like the 1 hour. You can see it on the 3, 4 hour there. And did get a decent break, but it is stalled out at some key critical areas there. Okay, and for that, I kind of want to jump back to my bread and butter, kind of the daily chart, is what we like to take a lot of data from. Okay, guys, and again, this is absolutely incredible, actually. So we're still on the cusp of something, and as of the last week, we've actually proved something really good. Guys, I've been getting some negative comments, mostly positive, but this is a really, really positive turnaround, really positive results we've been seeing so far, and I want to explain why. Give me the chance, Lordy, give me the chance to explain why, okay? So here we go. So even if you could argue that somebody might move the trend lines, here, let me show you why that's not even valid, okay? So look, here we have this purple trend line dating back to the structure of 2018, all the way back to 2018, right? See this purple trend line here? Okay? Now, you would agree with me here that it touched here. You would agree with that, right? And then it touched here, here, here. So again, kind of like the bottom of the support, right? Okay, you would agree with that, right? Now, all you have to do simply is extend that. And again, this is a straight line. So, if you can't make it curve or anything like that, it's a straight line. So we draw a straight line between these, and then it just extends on out. And let's see where it ends us up at. Wow. Pretty interesting. Okay, look at this. Look at this. As we've been talking about for a few weeks. Again, this isn't groundbreaking, but we have a lot more stuff to wrap up together. Okay, so here we have these lows. And now, notice a few things, guys. We did have some candles wick down below this market structure. But notice one key thing. This is on the daily chart. Okay, so I'm not really cherry picking. Daily chart is probably the most used chart. Okay, not a single daily close. Daily chart is the most used, okay, in charting. Not a single daily chart closing below this structure here. That's actually incredible. Look at this. We even had one close right on top of it, right around the 69.25, 69.36. But again, guys, nothing below it. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 closes above it that had dipped below it in that daily candle. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, the next key thing here is this massive bull flag. We need to reiterate this, and then we have even more data. Guys, because this stuff just keeps stacking up, and to me, this is the most bullish setup. Now, you have to keep in mind, what does that mean, breakout by next week, guaranteed? No. But we just need to collect all the data, and then I want to come to a conclusion with you guys here live on camera. So here is this potential gigantic bull flag here. It's getting pretty long at this point. I'll circle it so you guys can see it here. Look at this. Huge, okay? Already 6 months and counting, okay? As we talked about when we were up here, we're going to come down and bounce to the bottom. That's exactly what we did so far. So far that's happened as well. So we've been accurate with that call as well. Okay, guys, absolutely crazy. Now look at this. These candles, see where these candles came down below that market structure? Where did they go? To the bottom of this bull flag. Okay, look at that. I'll circle where the bottom of the bull flag is right here. Right here came down, and this one didn't quite come down, okay? So we have that as well. And now, just to further throw the point home, okay, I've been starting to kind of try to incorporate fib circles a little bit into the analysis, and that's what we have here, kind of this rounded curve here, entering into this territory we are now, okay? And again, I don't put a lot of weight on these just yet. I'm still kind of trying to learn how I want to fit these into the analysis and everything, but I do want to start incorporating them. Okay, I think they can be useful. I think they clearly, you can see this pattern, but even back here, guys, you can see this. Look at this. These actually things can line up very nicely. Now look, you can see back here, you can see where the edge of the circle is, and you can see clearly that was some sort of area there, and then as well blasted through this circle. Okay, so again, really interesting stuff, and again, I'm still trying to really master this technique. So again, this is my first video I've really incorporated them in a long time, so keep that in mind. You can see that here as well, guys, resistance here. So now the real big question coming up is, okay, so we had a little bounce off that little head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders there on the hourly charts there. What's the big deal? What's going on now? One thing you do notice is that since we can, we pretty much touched the bottom of this, we didn't have quite as big of a bounce as we did here. But again, granted, we did spend a lot more time touching the bottom before we had that big bounce, so it wasn't like we touched here immediately and bounced up. That's not what happened. We didn't touch here immediately. We actually traded there for about a month and then bounced up. So we're going to see that again, and then maybe the break out of the bull flag. Is it going to be more violent? Like, how's the volume? What's going on with everything? Well, the volume is significant in those areas. And again, I do really think the bottom of the market structure is very possible there. And I do think everything we've seen over the past week of these daily candles right here is a very bullish setup, because that could have gone way worse. Now, I want to also put this into your head. Just because so far it's been good does not mean that all of a sudden we're not going to, maybe find some resistance right on this 21 daily and then fall down, or find resistance right here around the 7,800 where a lot of prior resistance was and support, and fall down. Again, that's all very likely. It's all possible. But I do think over the next month, this is the best bullish indicator and the best indicator for the next month, because so far this is held strong. And again, key areas are just here. Okay, so I want to kind of throw something up here, kind of like some key areas to look at of where it would be important to break through and where we must stay above. Okay, so clearly this trend line, let me draw that again. Clearly this trend line, the purple market structure, that's the most important to not fall through. All right, and then as well, I would think that anything in this area is very important to stay above as well. Okay, anything in this area, it's important to stay above this right here, the 618. That's very important as well, because keep in mind we are above the 618 as of right now. So again, that's very key. Must stay above this line here. And I really do think it's important actually to break through the 78, get through this area. So let me draw a box of where I want us to be coming in the next day or two. Probably in a short amount of time, I think we should really be trying to break out of this area between 73 to 78. I think we need to get above that. And currently we're at 75.65. So about another $250 above where we are now, and solidifying that I think would be very bullish. I think that would be very good long term. Okay, so keep that in mind. And now I just want to throw your guys' attention here and kind of zoom out a little bit. Take a look, more bigger picture here. So say this is a bull flag, which I do believe it is, and we're going to get a big break soon. What are the chances that we actually continue lower? Okay, well, so far we hit the bottom of this market structure, guys, and we'd hate to see us hug along the bottom of this market structure. That for me would be probably worst case scenario if we're hugging above it or hugging it. But again, so far all this data shows is very good. We got to take the data as we get it, and this is very good data. This is very good. This is really important. This is what we wanted to see so far, because this could have gotten a lot uglier. Again, guys, we had those candles, but the dailies closed. Now, even dailies could have closed and it wouldn't have been that bad. If we had a weekly close, I personally think that would have been a lot worse. But let's take a look on the weekly here. Let's take a look on the weekly. Did we get that? Did we get that? We got the weekly close basically right on this trend line. Okay. Actually, this weekly hasn't closed yet. So we have this currently kind of starting the weekly right on this trend line. So we had this weekly candle close right there, right above it, and then we're starting this one, and here we are right now, about 75. So that's a nice green so far. Okay, that's looking good so far. Again, you do see kind of a extended wick there, but you see that here as well, and you saw that ended up being a pretty big candle. Again, led to more downside, but again, in this bull flag, we're going to see that until the breakout. We're going to see those kind of closes until the breakout, which again, it could be any day now. And look at this. In fact, we're on the weekly. Look how long we've been in this bull flag. Okay, things are just getting consolidated and really getting squished down. Consolidation and then a break up, in my opinion. I think that's what's going to happen. Keep in mind, we could always break down as well, and that's important to keep note. But guys, that's what I'm analyzing today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to enter, guys, and I will see you in the next one.